Hey y'all, welcome to my very first vlog. I've never done this before, so any feedback y'all have for me, please leave it in the comments because I do want to do more of these and I want to get better at them for y'all. Anyway, on today's video, I'm going to bring y'all with me as I get ready for an install day and then actually do the install day. This is part 1 of 2 for the install. Today we're just moving furniture and I'm going to show my clients some of the pieces I brought for them for styling their spaces, but we're only going to move furniture today, and then part 2 will be installing the wall decor and actually doing the styling of the space. But before I go to their house, I need to go do a couple pickups, and then I also need coffee. I have not had my coffee yet today, so I need to go get coffee, do some pickups, and then head to their house for the install. So I'm going to bring y'all with me. It is rainy and cold outside. It was just spring yesterday and now it's cold and pouring outside, so I'm not gonna get any footage of me moving around outdoors, but you will come with me inside the store and I'll talk to y'all while I'm driving too. So let's go. All right, my order's here, and I chose not to get help with loading, so I gotta load it. I'll be back. All right, y'all, I just parked at home because I'm about to run inside, but I played back the video that I was talking in when I was sitting outside of IKEA, and I was like, gosh, this is so boring. So I was like, let me do this again. So the points I was trying to make about entrepreneurship are a couple. Number one, it can be extremely isolating. The reasons for that are because, one, you're doing everything by yourself. Marketing, sales, operations, client experience, like you name it, you have to do it by yourself. You may find someone to run your finances like an accountant, but otherwise everything's on you. The second thing is most entrepreneurs, especially when they're starting out, solopreneurs, I should say, they work from home. So they live and work in the same place. So it's so hard to glean like inspiration and motivation when everything is happening in the same setting. So that can be really hard to navigate. One thing a former leader at an old job did, and I loved it, and I think I want to try to implement it in my business, is they coined this term called working in the wild. And so what they would do, they would take their team on excursions. I forget the cadence. I want to say it was like quarterly, but they would take the team on excursions and they would like go out and just try a new experience, whether it was pottery or, you know, an arboretum, like just something different, but then they would always find a way to connect it back to work. And so that's something I want to start to do. I think quarterly would be a fair cadence for me, but love the idea and I want to try to do more of that so I can get some more inspiration for my work. And then the last thing regarding isolation is, you know, I worked in corporate America where there were thousands of people in the building at any given time. And then I had a team that I was a part of. And so whenever I had an idea or was working on a project, I could easily pull a colleague and say, hey, can you review this and tell me what you think? Do you have any perspective or any ideas that can make this better? And it was just always incredibly helpful. When you're a solopreneur, you don't have that anymore. Now I have tapped some friends to establish this whole idea of coworkers. And so we do like co-working sessions over Zoom a couple times a month. And so that's been really, really nice. But otherwise, day to day, you don't have those coworkers to just bounce ideas off of. So that can be really isolating. The other thing about solopreneurship is the emotional roller coaster that comes with it. Like, let's talk financially first. You'll be up for a month like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting my targets. Like I'm knocking it out the park. And then you'll be down for 2 months. And it's like, okay, well, where's that energy that was there last month? And how do I make it happen again so I don't have this down period or this lull anymore? And so you got to figure out, okay, what didn't go well, or what didn't I do or with my marketing, or what did I do that didn't perform as well as I wanted it to? So it's a constant reassessing of your efforts and then tracking your analytics and really trying to analyze them and understand so that you can improve and come out with a better marketing or sales experience. And so it's just a constant start and stop. And it's a start, a learn, a restart, and refresh. A start, a learn, a refresh, and restart. That happens a lot when you're an entrepreneur. And then the last thing I want to touch on is the emotional roller coaster that comes with clients, especially within the sales funnel. So you get to that discovery phase with a client and then everything sounds great, get to the evaluation phase and they're like, okay, let me think about it. They come back and they're like, you know what? I'm actually going to hold off on this for a couple months. I'll follow back up. And then they never do. Or they just completely ghost you and don't say anything after you've delivered this like stellar proposal and had a really solid discovery call with them. The other thing that can happen is, let's say you make it past discovery, evaluation, and then you get to the purchase phase and it's finally time to like develop the product. In my case, develop the design. They love the concept in the beginning. They're all for it. They're like, yes, this is great. You're meeting my vision. And then you deliver the final design and they start to nitpick. And it's like they sometimes nitpick about weird things. Like they'll say, I don't like that item. Okay, that's fair. What don't you like about it? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. Okay, well, that's not helpful. I can't tell you what you do or don't like about it. Give me something to work with. And so then I, tend to dig deeper, and I come up with questions that are very, very, very specific to understand what they don't like, so that when I'm sourcing a replacement, it's more along the lines of their vision and their style preferences. But all of that stuff can just be a major emotional roller coaster. And so if you're an entrepreneur, I really encourage you to take care of yourself, your mental health. Find a way to get that frustration out that sometimes comes across our desk when we're working on a project, because a lot of what we're doing as entrepreneurs is work that we're genuinely passionate about, right? That's why we decided to become entrepreneurs and work on it for free in the beginning until it turns a profit. And so it can just be really hard. If you are an entrepreneur, solopreneur, whatever partnership, whatever style your business or model your business is, drop a comment below, because I would love to hear from y'all. What are some things or frustrations that you have dealt with as an entrepreneur? What are some ways you have combated, if you have discovered some? If you haven't, still share your frustrations. And then also share a link to your business. Let's support each other. Let's learn from each other, regardless of if you've been in the game for a while and you're seasoned, or if you're new to entrepreneurship, or if you're considering entrepreneurship. Let's learn from each other's paths and stories and businesses. So drop your frustrations, drop a link, drop all the things, and let's support each other. That's it for my spiel. Hopefully that was more energetic because the first one was so boring. But let's go on to Home Goods. I'm going to just briefly show y'all around and just show you what they have out right now. So if you are interested in shopping at Home Goods for your house, you can see what's in the store right now: furniture, decor, all the good stuff. And then I'll get some stuff from my client, and then we'll make our way to, what's after this? Oh, Target and coffee. So let's go. Y'all, I'm so disappointed. I got into Home Goods, got those 2 really short clips. My phone was like, you don't have enough space to shoot any more content. Play again later. So that was all I got, but I will just give you a brief report. Home Goods was a little disappointing. Everything was kind of in disarray, which I was surprised for a Saturday morning. But anyway, the name of the game in Home Goods today was vases and florals. So if you are in the market for some spring florals for your house, or some really pretty modern but also farmhouse style vases, Home Goods has a really nice selection. They also had some cool furniture pieces, lots of color. Y'all know I love that. I saw some green, I saw some blue, definitely saw some blues. Beiges were still in there. They also had some patio furniture. So it's all about the warm weather. So check out Home Goods if you are looking for spring decor for your house. I didn't find a whole lot for my install. I found a picture frame and a candle, which are right next to me in the car. Like I said, I bought other stuff in preparation for today, so I just wanted to see if I could find anything additional, but I didn't have a whole lot of luck. So I didn't have time to go to Target either, because I was trying to be efficient at Home Goods, but I was also trying to be thorough and make sure I went through every single aisle to see if there was anything I wanted to bring with me today, but it was just 2 items for now. So I'll bring the stuff I previously ordered. I'll bring the stuff I just picked up from Home Goods. And now we're gonna go get coffee from Dunkin'. It's a drive-through. And then we'll go to my client's house, do the install. Today is, again, about the furniture. So we're not gonna do a whole lot of styling because we still have to do inspection on Monday. So yeah, that'll happen. And then Target, back home. So let's ride, y'all. Another fun fact, I'm just leaving home, but while I was home, I refilled my obnoxiously large water bottle that I found on Amazon. This right here, it is a full gallon. Not me about to go off the road. It's a full gallon of water. I was really pressed to show y'all that bottle that I almost risked my life. It is a bottle of water that is a full gallon. And fun fact about me, before I had kids, I did boxing. I had a boxing trainer that I met with a couple times a week, one-on-one, and then I attended, that was an awkward turn, and then I attended boxing classes, and so I needed that gallon of water, and I drank 1 gallon every day, so that when I got to the boxing class, I was well hydrated and did not faint or threaten to pass out, because they got really intense. So yeah, now this bottle is still with me 5 years later, and I try to drink a gallon of it every single day. So I had to refill it before I left the house to make sure I was well hydrated for today, even though I'm supervising more than doing any heavy lifting. I still want to make sure like I'm in good shape while I'm here. So yeah, just thought I would share that fun fact about me that you may not have suspected just by looking at me or watching my videos. And I will definitely get back to boxing once my kids get a little bit older and I have some more time in my day. But for now, there's no time. I can barely sneak a workout in, like a basic one as it is. So boxing will have to wait a little bit longer, but I will definitely be getting back to it. All right, y'all, let's get to Dunkin' and get my coffee because your girl is like several hours behind getting coffee. Okay, I made it to Dunkin'. I'm in the drive-through line. I also want to be clear, y'all. I did not box for sport. I boxed for fitness. So don't think I was out here like world champ or aspiring to be. No, I was just boxing because it's a really good way of getting in shape and staying in shape.
Hello?
Hi, can I have a large coffee with 2 shots of French vanilla, 2 shots of hazelnut, oat milk as my creamer, and no sugar?
All right, I don't usually say that again.
A large hot coffee.
Yeah.
With 2 shots of French vanilla.
The unsweet or?
Sweet.
Okay.
2 shots of hazelnut.
That one is unsweet, okay.
That's fine.
Right.
Oat milk as my creamer.
Okay.
No sugar.
No sugar.
And can I also have 2 orders of your avocado toast, but with no bacon?
2 avocado toast?
Yes.
Right.
And that is it.
Okay. You can pull up. Thanks.
Thank you. All right, y'all, we secured the Dunkin'. Let's move on to my client's house. So fun fact, y'all, install days are very bittersweet for me, especially when it's a project that I really, really like and it's a client I enjoy working with. I'm just like, does it really have to end? But sometimes I also get excited about it ending just because it means I can make space for a new project. Hopefully a project that's as good and exciting as the one I'm wrapping up, but that's not always the case. Oh, that's still too hot. What was I thinking? Oh my gosh, that's still too hot. But anyway, yeah, so they can be really bittersweet for me. This project specifically is very bittersweet for me because I adore this family and I'm not ready to be done with them yet, but we've agreed that like we're officially connected forever. So it's not like we're gonna stop communicating, but I'm gonna miss seeing them and their kids like every couple weeks. But yeah, I'm excited to see what other projects come in. This is a slow season. Summer is really slow for us and has been over the last couple years. I've noticed that trend. So, you know, and I get it. People are traveling, people are spending more time outside, so they're not too concerned about the inside of their homes. But then when August comes around, things pick back up because, you know, everybody's enjoying their last vacation. And then they're also setting their sights on the end of the year, holiday season and hosting, fall, like all the things. And so August is a really big month for us when we generate a lot of leads. And then so is like the January, February time frame when the new year has started, your Christmas decorations are down or holiday decorations are down. And a lot of people get new jobs at the start of the year or they collect bonuses. So the start of the year and August are 2 big months for us for lead generation. So we'll see what happens this summer. Things could change, but looking back year over year, it has been the trend that summer is usually a quiet period for us. So that's the time when I actually go deep into focus mode, and everything I talked about earlier, how when you're a solopreneur you're wearing all the hats, that's actually the time when I am deep diving into my analytics, my numbers, how many leads have I generated over the last 2 quarters, what's my conversion rate for the last 2 quarters, like all those details I'm focused on during the summertime, so that when August does come and we do get hit with lead generations, then we're prepared. Sorry y'all, you're hearing my windshield wipers. I wish I could do something about it. I'm sure it's annoying to have to hear through this video, but I also need to be safe on the road so I can make more content for y'all. Sorry, I'm at a light now so I can turn them off, but once the car starts moving I gotta pop them back on. So I'll end the video, this part of the video right here, to spare y'all any more of the boop 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 back and forth. Okay, y'all, it is 6:23. That took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but nonetheless, day one, install day, phase one is officially done. My back hurts, my legs hurt, and I still have to go to Target to pick up my baby stuff. So I'm on my way there now, and then I'm finally going home to eat dinner. I have not eaten since before I left for the install at 1 o'clock. So I'm going home to eat dinner, drink more water, take a shower, and relax. Excuse me, with my family, who was so gracious enough to my husband was so gracious enough to hold it down at home. So I'm gonna go home to them, but I'll still bring y'all with me to Target and to home when I get there, just to kind of close this out. I also want to show y'all that one of the hard parts about install day is the cleanup. So I don't know if you can see, but there's a bunch of boxes in the back of the car. There's one right here next to me, and there's like 5 in the trunk. So discarding of everything can be challenging, but I do not want my clients to ever have to like do a bunch of extra work from an install day. The whole point of doing a full service design package is so that you can just kind of sit back and relax and enjoy the end result. So I try to haul off as much as I can at the end of install day. So I've got a bunch of boxes going home with me, and I will discard those likely tomorrow. But let's make the drive home, y'all, so I can get some food and take a shower and rest. So let's go. I made it to Target. It is 7:12 p.m. So I'm waiting for them to bring my stuff out, and then I can finally go home. I'm so tired. I'm ready for food and a shower. By the way, in case you're wondering why I keep holding my phone like this, I have a little holder thing on my windshield, but I'm still trying to perfect how to use it. Like I said, this is my first vlog. A couple times during capturing footage of this day, I pressed record, put my phone in the holder, and one of two things happened. Either I was out of focus, or two, the recording, like me putting it in there, stopped the recording. So I was like, you know what, instead of taking this chance and doing this over and over, I'm just gonna hold it like this. And so that's why I am doing it. But I will get better at this the more vlogs I start to do, especially if this is content y'all like. Here comes my order, so I'll be back. When I'm recording videos, I try to be super mindful that like, this is my video, this is for my YouTube channel. You know, I'm not gonna put people on here unnecessarily. So if somebody's bringing me my stuff or coming over to take my order while I'm recording or anything, I'm very cognizant of making sure that they're not in my video, to respect their privacy and just, I don't have their consent. So but I got my stuff. I'm gonna head home now and food, shower, relax with my family. I'll come back on again once I get home, just to let y'all know I made it safely and to say my final goodbye. I made it home. I'm so tired and hungry. I know I've already said this like 3 times, but I am so tired, so hungry. I got a bunch of boxes in here. I'm not dealing with these until tomorrow though. But y'all, this was my first vlog. I felt really weird doing it, but nonetheless I did it because I did post that poll, and this is one of the things y'all said y'all wanted to see. If you like this vlog style content, let me know and I'm happy to do more of it. I'm also happy to practice getting better at it because I have no microphone right now, so my sound is probably a little wonky. And I want to learn how to use this thing on my car a little bit better so that I can record the videos without holding, because this is a little awkward. But I thank y'all so much for watching this. This was an exhausting day. If you don't know, or if you're new following me, or you're watching this video for the first time, or watching a video of mine for the first time and this is the video, I have multiple sclerosis. And so on days like this, when there's installs, my body just kind of, you know, the fatigue kicks in and I just start to shut down a little bit. So tomorrow is going to be a rest day for me. Although the interesting part about my MS is if I rest too much, the fatigue begins to overcome my body, or consume my body. So it's like I have to find this balance between resting and moving. So anyway, tomorrow will be a computer day for me. Not too much, but I do still want to get some stuff done. I want to, you know, debrief from how today went, think about how we can improve the process next time. And then we have our inspection next week. Once that is complete, then we go back and do all the styling and everything. I'm not going to bring y'all with me for that because it's way too much moving around and I just can't be bothered with figuring out where to put my phone every time. But you will see pictures of the finished products, especially on my website under the portfolio. And I'll do a post on here of pictures of it as well so y'all can see it. But thanks for rocking with me today. If you're interested in interior design content or entrepreneurship content, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a future video when it goes live. And on that note, I'm off to a shower and some food. Bye, y'all.